If you're posting on social media but you're struggling to turn views into income, you're missing out on one key strategy, which is having a content funnel. Today I'm breaking down how engagement, authority, and sales content work together to turn followers into customers. Most people think that social media success is all about getting a whole bunch of followers and going viral, but one thing you need to understand is that followers do not equal income, and those views and followers don't mean nothing if they're not converting into sales. And the secret is using a structured content funnel: engagement posts, authority posts, and sales posts, and I'm going to cover all three of those parts in this video. Okay, so first we're going to build a funnel. So this is the funnel before it's actually put together, but I'm going to just basically take you through the process, explaining exactly how it's broken down. So starting off, we'll have three different levels. We'll have one, two, three. So labeled 1, 2, and 3. And then the start right over here, this is going to be engagement. I'll break it down after I wrote it. Engagement posts. The main purpose of engagement posts is to attract followers with viral, easy to understand content. So we'll just say in short, to attract followers. And a lot of people is just like with every single post they're just aiming for the exact same thing. They're aiming to just get sales right off the bat, but at the same time, nobody's gonna buy from you unless they know you, like you, or trust you. So that's why it's better to have an actual content funnel that actually works instead of just throwing shit at the wall and expecting it to stick. And I know it's not everybody knows this, even me, it took me time to learn this, but once you actually break it down and just simplify it, it's simple to follow, and it's easy to understand. So that's why I'm going to break it down. So first off, the first start of the funnel is the engagement post. So these are just literally short, punchy, beginner friendly, broad, dumbed down content for you to post to just get anyone to follow, like, and just get a whole bunch of engagement. Like I said, its main purpose is engagement. So an example would be like 3 simple tools to boost productivity, because we're not focusing on selling right off the bat. We're just trying to get them in at first. So that's the first part of the stage. So engagement posts to attract followers. The second part of the funnel is basically authority posts. So we'll write that down. Authority posts. What is the purpose of authority posts? So this is to build trust, show expertise, and turn followers into fans. So now that you have the followers from the engagement posts, now you're going to take those same followers and you're going to start posting authority posts to build trust with them, showcase your expertise, and turn those followers into fans. Because once you start posting content of you knowing your shit, whatever niche you're in, they're going to be like, okay, this guy knows what they're talking about. And that goes from them being a regular follower into an actual fan of you. So the purpose of this is turning followers into fans. And I'll show you video examples of each one of these right after I write it all down. Okay, so yeah, so the focus is to basically put value over virality. So don't post the engagement posts that are just basically meant to go to a whole bunch of people. You want to just post, because authority posts, they're not going to do as well as engagement posts, because authority posts is only, because not everybody's going to buy your product, but your authority posts are going to attract your actual target audience, the people you actually want to turn into customers. So it doesn't matter if your post doesn't blow up, because it's going to attract those small amount of people that actually want to buy your product. And that's what works best. And an example would be just like step-by-step guides or even controversial takes, because people want to see your insight. So an example would be how to build a content calendar that saves you hours. That would be an example of an authority post, because you're basically, usually in this type of post, you'd show your type of content calendar and you clearly know what you're doing. So that would show your authority in whatever niche you're in. And basically, yeah, the goal is to basically make followers think that this person knows their stuff. And that's basically it. And you're basically positioning yourself as the expert. So that's authority posts. And moving on to number 3, the last step, which is sales posts. So basically, sales posts, the purpose, it's in the name, is to convert loyal fans into customers. And after you use your authority post to turn the followers into fans, now you can turn those fans into actual customers. Because like I said, the whole process of people actually buying from you, no one's going to buy from you unless they know you, like you, or trust you. And this whole content funnel breaks down exactly how you can basically get them to know you, like you, and trust you at the same time. So, and this is the last step. So that's when you can convert your loyal fans into actual customers. And the focus on this type of post would be basically you'll show the value of your product, service, and you'll inspire them to take action. And you'll do this through things like testimonials, transformations yourself, or if you have any clients, or just specific results that you've had. So you can be like do things like before and after my content strategy. Just let's say you applied a new content strategy and you got a whole bunch of more engagement that way. Or if you have a business where you teach people how to make money online like I do, I can go from showing August how I made this amount and show this month how I made this amount. Just showing your proof, and always add a call to action. Always add a call to action, because nobody's going to buy from you unless you actually ask them to buy or tell them to buy at the same time. And it doesn't have to always be through actual your posts like reels or just posts on your feed. It can be things like stories. Like if you're on Instagram specifically, you can post on your stories. That's where a lot of people sell. So it can be through your post stories, but make sure you go through these processes to basically convert them into just follow this whole process, and that should basically help you get through the whole thing. And the goal for this is basically to make it clear on how you can help them achieve their goals. And then if you can help them, they actually feel compelled by your offer, they're going to buy from you. And if they don't, they won't. But at the same time, you want to keep recycling, going through this actual strategy. And at the same time, you can follow this strategy, but it's so important to get the ratio right. So the ratio for this strategy is basically 50%. 50% should be engagement content, and 30% should be authority content, and then 20% should be the sales. So we'll say, wrong one. And then for 20% should be sales posts, because 50% should be engagement content, because literally you want to keep getting followers and you want to keep getting more people to your account to take them through this process. And you don't want to be spam. Sales posts is the least percentage, because you don't want to be spamming people to buy your product, because they're going to be like, okay, this guy's just trying to get a quick buck out of me. So I don't want to just keep seeing this guy's content if he's going to keep on trying to sell to me. But engagement, because you want to attract as many followers to bring them through this process. So it goes through authority and posts. And to make it easier, out of 10 posts, 5 posts should be engagement, 3 posts should be authority, and 2 posts should be sales. So go through this exact same cycle, and you should be able to see a lot of improvements in whatever you're offering at the same time. And honestly, and to make it easier, what I do is I go in ChatGPT and I just basically tell them that I show them the exact ratio I wanted to be by, and just tell them to ask ChatGPT to basically generate me a weekly schedule on like different type of posts to post, whether I'm posting once or twice or 3 times. It just tells me, using the ratio, the best way to go about it. And that's honestly the views to cash funnel basically. And I'll show you examples of each one to get a better idea. So let me pull this up. I'll show you a few of my posts that break down. So engagement posts, this one post I posted yesterday. Like I said, engagement posts could be things like motivation within your niche, but this post right here, its purpose was to gain followers. So
30 seconds and I'll erase
boom,
all your self-doubt.
this post right over here.
Missing out not to hear this. Imagine this. You fast forward into the future and you see yourself living the life you've always dreamed of.
Then you get the vibe of like a motivating feeling. At the same time, a lot of my content is more motivation. Well, a good portion of my content is motivation, because at the same time, it's to shift beliefs, to make people believe that they can do it too. And this one did pretty well. Today it's already at, it has over 9,000 views, 600 likes on this post, and it gave me how many followers so far? 16 followers so far off of that one post. And then I'm going to basically cycle them through the authority post. I'll show you an example of authority post.
You're on your phone all day, just scrolling endlessly, all day, every day. The least you can do is find a way to make money from it. And before you start thinking, bro, I've tried it, it's impossible for me, just listen. There are so many ways to use your phone to earn money. You can sell items on eBay, Etsy, create and sell digital products, even set up a TikTok.
I'll just show you right there. But as you can see, it would kind of be more into an engagement post, because it kind of appeals to a lot of people. But what made it into an authority post is how I said you can sell things like Etsy. Then after I showed basically a screenshot of money I made off of Etsy, then I said you can make money on Instagram selling digital products. And then I showed a screenshot of me making money off digital products. And that right there basically showed my social proof. And that's what turned it into me being an authority, because I showed them that I actually have expertise in this actual whatever I'm talking about. So that turned into an authority post. And then moving on to sales is this one right over here. I'll just scroll to the end. So I basically stitched the video, and then at the end.
Save this post, drop a follow, and then comment training, and I'll send it right over to you for completely free.
I basically told them that I'm going to send them a free training that for completely free. So that added a call to action, which will then lead to me getting a sale from that. So that would be an example of a sales post. But this is basically how it's broken down. You can do this. It literally applies to every single niche and whatever niche you want to get into. But it's so key to follow this actual format, because this is a proven format that literally I've used, my mentors have used to make a whole bunch of money off of Instagram. And I found out I was doing this kind of beforehand, but I didn't really know how it was broken down like this. And if you can follow a format like this, you can honestly turn your views into actual money and make actual sales off of your whatever platform you're on, mainly Instagram. But this is basically the broken down formula of how you can do it. And yeah, and this can apply to you if you already have a business or if you want to get started. And you can also just take this into account and be early on it before, and know it before you even started, like I wish I did. This is the exact same funnel that people in the viral creator community are using to make tens of thousands per month, some even more. And this is just a speck of information that's in there. If you want to learn how you can make more money with Instagram, whether you're just starting or you want to take your social media to the next level, we offer a free training that basically breaks down how you can turn your views into actual income and actually make real income from Instagram and posting on social media. And if you're interested in that, I'll drop the link below in the description.